This is Sean Seitz with Pioneer Survival Company, your roaming reviewer out here in the bowels of the Appalachian Trail in North Carolina. So what I'm going to review today is the KLYMIT Inertia X-Frame Recon. This is an ultra lightweight skeleton frame sleeping pad, and I was very excited to buy this. I had had a couple other pads that I've always used for backpacking. They were both Sea to Summits. The one was a Comfort Plus. It was about 2.5 pounds though, but it was a 4-season pad. It was awesome. I might do a review on that eventually, but I love that pad. I also had a lighter weight one. It was still over a pound though. And so what I was looking for was something just super lightweight, man. Something that barely weighed anything, because I was really trying to get the weight down this year. I just wanted it to be grab the pack and go sort of thing. So when I found this and saw that it was coming in at 9 ounces, I was like, that is the product that I want to try. So I bought one of these things, and I have mixed reviews. Let me get this out, and we'll just kind of go over it real quick. Okay, so initially the pad comes with some really basic instructions. I mean basic. And then you also have a repair kit, which is nice. And it comes with this plumber bulb, like for air. Alright, so weighing in at just about 9 ounces, as you can see, what's different about this is it has cutout sections, which reduces the fabric weight, which is how they can get this thing so light. Another thing that I really liked about this is how quick you can blow it up. So there's a locking mechanism on here. When the thing's pulled up, that means the air valve is open. If you want to close it, you just press down, that'll keep the air from escaping. If you want to lock it, you turn it and it's locked. Air can't come out. It has this secondary valve so that you can tighten it up even more. Once you blow it up initially, you can take off this little cap, you can use this, and you can really dial it in as the way it's supposed to work. And then it has this little button here where you can release some air pressure if you get it too tight. As I will discuss, this is my whole problem with the pad. So let's get this. Four breaths. That just took me 4 breaths to pump up the entire pad. And then what you get is this really minimalist skeleton frame. Now, is this thing super comfortable? No, it's not. But, I mean, you have to use a little sense. When you buy something like this, you know you're not getting the full benefits of a pad. I was going for something minimalist, so you expect a bit of a reduction in comfort. The fact of the matter is, when I used this, it wasn't terrible. I mean, if you're a side sleeper, like parts of your body, if you're not laying on it right, can kind of go through it, through the holes in the fabric. But for the most part, it wasn't too bad, and I was actually enjoying it. They have this here, this little cap. Do not lose this cap, as I will explain in a moment. But you just take this plunger here, and you're supposed to be able to just get an extra tightness with it. Now here's the thing, when you just squeeze this, air's just shooting out the top. Absolutely nothing is going into this thing. There's no instructions other than they tell you that this thing cannot be locked, so we're not in a locked position. This thing has to just be pressed down but not locked. They said to use this ball, so I'm following all the instructions that they gave me. I put it on, I'm squeezing, I can feel that, I mean, air is not really going into this thing. So I thought about covering the hole each time, and it does feel like you have some air pressure when you do that. But this is how you're supposed to be able to adjust the firmness if you really want to get it nice and firm. Now, like I said, you can press this button and it releases some of the air pressure. Now, let's get to the negatives of this product. Because like I said, I love the fact that it weighed 9 ounces. I like the minimalist design. And for what it was, I thought it was fairly comfortable. I could get it with 4 breaths, throw it down on the ground, put my sleeping bag over top of it. I was ready to rock and roll. Here's the issue. It keeps going flat. This thing's brand new out of the package, and I didn't have this little rubber cap. I just kind of set it aside, and within 5 minutes of pumping this thing up, I had set it off to the side, and I came back, and the thing was flat. Like, no air left in it. So what I realized was that when I put this cap on it, it didn't go flat. Now, I like to think I'm an educated guy, and maybe I'm missing something here. I'm going to contact the manufacturers, but I don't believe that I should have to use a tiny little plastic rubber cap that I might lose when I'm out in the middle of nowhere hiking to keep my thing inflated. Not to mention, at least twice every night, like this thing goes flat on me in the middle of the night. So mid-evening, I'm laying there, and all of a sudden I realize my body's cramping up because I'm laying on a hard surface. I'm laying on the ground, I'm laying on a wooden deck, wherever I happen to be that night. And because this thing just goes flat. So I have to wake up, I have to unlock this thing, blow it back up, and then it goes back up. But this thing will not hold air overnight. I have to fill it up at least 2 or 3 times while I'm sleeping, which makes for a terrible sleep, and that's not beneficial to me. So, first of all, what are the pros to this thing? It's minimalist design, easy to blow up, 9 ounces. Loved it. Fits into a container the size of a pop can. What don't I like about it? What are the negatives? Well, the fact that it totally failed to serve its purpose. I can handle the fact that, it's not a full-blown air mattress, but what I can't handle is that all the air just leaks out of it. And I think it's due to this design over here. I don't even know why they bothered to have it. Or they need to do something. I mean, obviously, when I blew this thing up with the breaths, I blew it up as much as I could, so I understand maybe why they have this thing to adjust the firmness, because I do like a very firm pad, but something's not right with this thing because the air just leaks out of it eventually while you're sleeping. And I checked the thing for leaks to make sure it wasn't punctured, and I can't find any punctures on it. So can I give this product 2 thumbs up? No, I can't. I like the concept behind it. I like the fact that they were innovative and they came up with something new that I couldn't, haven't found anywhere else. This was by far the lightest weight pad that I could find on the market. And I love the whole concept of the skeleton design. But ultimately, the reason I need a pad is to provide insulation and to provide support for me when I'm out hiking. After hours of hiking, I just want a comfortable sleep. And when this thing's deflating on me and not working, I can't give it a good review. So like I said, I'm going to contact the manufacturer, see if I'm missing something here. And if that's the case, I will do a review on this again. And if I've said something incorrect or wrong, find out something new about the product, I will bring that to your attention. But for right now, I wouldn't go with it. I'd go find something else. Like I said, Sea to Summit makes a lot of lightweight pads that I know for a fact work because I've used them for years. But that's it. If you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact us at pioneersurvivalcompany@gmail.com. Also, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube at Pioneer Survival Company. I'm Sean Seitz. Stay wild.